everyone is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington football team. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. For Nick Chubb.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Ryan looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Ryan. They set up the screen to Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Loss of a yard.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over.
On 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 30-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
He is taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
From midfield, here's Wentz. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz looking for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58, boys. Got it. Let's go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Bears 7, Washington nothing.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Stop your whining.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Ready for that? 54. Ready for that?
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Working from the gun, Wentz. That one is caught by Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
46-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Play action. Now Wentz trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Complete to number.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Come on, fellas.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bears 14, Washington 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Josh Gordon as the first half is winding down. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll run. This is Hunt.
And the Bears 1st down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the run, this is Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
38-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
Kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to launch this thing. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago.
To number 15.
A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
That's the end of the third quarter, with the score all tied.
Now it's Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
42-yard line.
Play action. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They run again with Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's first and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. run with Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They go play action with Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play action. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Final score,
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that